right, let's spend our resources. So, having completed the game, we got, completed a successful run, we got some meta resources. Food stockpiles, machinery, and artifacts are our three flavors of meta resource. And here we spend it on permanent upgrades. Now, I had mentioned a couple of times during the game that I want harpy houses, because I really like the harpies. The harpy houses as a base blueprint, meaning you don't have to roll for it, you get it from the start, is all the way up here. Unfortunately, we need to get the lizard house first, and we don't have enough bread to buy both. That being said, getting the lizard house is not a bad thing, and we have enough machinery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the lizard house. And then with our limited other blueprints here, I think we're going to go down here. This, reputation pools increase. Unfortunately, I need to buy the lower one, so we're not going to be able to pick up this one. But this line is, remember I was saying I wish I could get more reputation pool stuff? This gives us the reroll, this gives us an additional pick, and this lets us control who eats what. But also increases the queen's patience, which actually wasn't a big problem for us. It's these upgrades, not the queen's patience, that I'm more interested in. We could also go for an 18 here. First on headquarters. We could get more vegetables. We could get meat. Gives us extra options for embarking. So yeah, 1% across the board for a chance for double resources. That's nice, but maybe not necessarily what we need. I think it's more important to get the consumption control. Not that we really used it, but what I'm really interested in is these up here. If I could just jump right to this, I would, but I unfortunately can't. But do we want to spend the majority here? Because we are going to be getting a lot more bread the next time we win. Granted, I am going to hold off on spending any of our machinery until we get our harpy houses. Nah, you know what? We're going to take this one. We're going to have our food stockpiles just because it carries over. It's not like we lose the stuff that we don't use. But next round, we should have enough for our harpy houses, both in bread and we already have enough in machinery. And then we can go and shore up our backlog here. Right then. Whoop. So yeah, this is just a little side thing. You have your Aunt Lori. She acts as sort of like a tutorial reminder. But you can also, as you complete deeds, in addition to getting experience points and leveling up, you also get things that just deck out your house. It's just for cosmetics. We are level 7 now, by the way. We were level 6, so we completed enough, got enough points and completed enough deeds. The deeds are basically achievements. All right, so let's see where we're going next. Oh yeah, Leechford, because I forgot to name the town, that's the name it gave to me, Leechford. All right, looks like we have 2 possible things here. Haunted Forest. Sometimes viceroys condemn their people to a terrible fate. Dangerous and forbidden glade warnings. Dangerous and forbidden glade warnings are disabled. So it doesn't tell us which ones are... I mean, you can generally tell from the shape of them. Unless they're talking about the perks that warn you ahead of time, but I don't really depend on those. So yeah, that one's fine by me. And we get an extra royal resupply, which gives us extra meta resources. And then down here, Ancient Battleground. Land was the place of mythical. You start with 50 hostility points. Ooh, now that's a little spicier. That's a little spicier. But you know what? I kind of like spicy. And if we go here, these will give us extra, these all give us extra meta resources. So if we put a town here, we're going to get oodles canoodles of extra meta resources. And then we can progress through here to get to our bronze seal, our ultimate goal here. So let's actually name our settlement Ficklewood. Again, I haven't bought that upgrade that gives us what we were looking for, so we're going to keep it on Pioneer. All right, so here we've got humans and beavers and then stuff, and then we've got lizards. Lizards, I mean, they'll start off with skewers, with 20 skewers. The lizards will start off ultra happy, like right off the bat. Which means we could just passively lurch into the first couple of blueprints through them alone. I mean, I really do like humans and beavers, but does it tell me what? I don't think it tells me what our... Oh wait, no, it'll tell me. So what is here? It's more of it's the same. Looks like it's a similar thing here. It's more marshlands, so that means meat and eggs, which will make the lizards happier. Gathering knowledge and yeah, giant organisms. All right, so yeah, we could absolutely make use of lizards here. So yeah, we get since we're taking on 2 negative conditions here, we get 2 royal resupplies if we get this. Fertile soil, small amount. All right, so we're unless we see farmland, we're not going to lean on farmland. All right, yeah, you know what? Because we did everything but lizards, let's go real, and also since we opened up lizard housing, let's go with the lizards for our next one. Now we need our caravan here. I think I'm going to go something similar here. We're going to go wood. I do like getting 3 extra villagers. And then, I mean, I don't think we have the stone and the copper, but not. If we take a thing of clay, that guarantees that we have the ability to make some bricks early on, but I really do kind of want to lean on the stone for that. It paid off last time. So, and because we hit some food issues, actually no, we'll take clay. I think we could make use of the clay. Just to give us some extra goodies. Okay, once more into the breach. Okay, so we've got an interesting problem here. So I was reading on the world map that the ancient battleground is 50, but it scales with difficulty. So it's 75 because we're on Pioneer, the next difficulty up, which means like we're already almost over the others here. That's going to be problematic. In fact, getting our woodcutters is going to push us over the limit to begin with. Luckily, our forest things here are not quite as bad as they were in the last one. This one just limits our number of sacrifice stacks in the ancient hearth, which is fine because, yeah. Faint flame, resources I sacrifice. So basically both of these are saying, we don't want you sacrificing resources. Well, okay. So we're heavily disincentivized to sacrifice stuff, but otherwise, as long as we're not doing that, it doesn't really hurt us until we get to greater threat. For every dangerous or forbidden glade, we get -2 to global resolve during the storm, which will absolutely kick us in the teeth. So we got to keep it under 4, but it's not so bad if it goes to 1, 2, or 3. Now, granted, you still have the looming darkness, which is each hostility level is -4 during the storm. So this is just this plus plus, but so we still need to be mindful of it. All right, starting area has eggs and mushrooms. We don't unfortunately have that magic mushroom bonus that we had last time, so we're not going to get oodles canoodles of mushrooms from our starting supply here, but that's okay. We'll be all right. We have got lizards. We also have beavers, 1 beaver, 1 harpy, which is actually great because I can do my strat where I throw a singular harpy into working our ancient hearth here. Right then, we need to pick our blueprints. So we need to be mindful that we're going to be going heavy lizard strat. And we're actually going to lean on the lizards to give us our first thing. In fact, as soon as they start eating their skewers here that we started with for free, they're probably going to get us at least 1 point of reputation just from resolve alone before we even get into quests, which is great. But let's see what we have here. All right. Jerky's a thing, but I want to be more thing. Carpenter is good in any season here. I mean, having fabric is a good thing. Leather worker would be absolutely great if we can get it offered again, but I'm going carpenter because it's just too good to turn down in the early game. Trapper's Camp. Yes, the proper, capital P proper. There's also the ranch. Meat, leather, eggs. He used to produce meat, leather. I think the ranch is actually a type of farm. But being that this is the marshlands and we don't have a lot of farmland, we're going Trapper's Camp proper. So we actually don't need coats as much because we're focused on the lizards. Which means this is an awful, awful, awful set of choices, game. This is like really bad. I mean, all right, yeah, lumber mill's great for planks, but then that just kind of renders our previous one redundant. We're not going flour. Well, I mean, we could go flour because of pies. Harpies and lizards like pies. Yeah, actually, we might go rain mill for flour. Yeah, because, I mean, we already have the carpenter, so... Yeah, we'll go rain mill. Specifically because of pies in the future. Obviously, we're not making pies right off the bat. Show all pie. So we need a bakery, a brick oven, or a furnace to make the pies. And we need to get meat or eggs. So yeah, we have the wherewithal to make pies. We just need the flour. So all right, I'm actually happy with the rain mill. We're not going to build it for a while, but I'm still happy with it. We do need a trapper's camp. I mean, we don't need the supercharged version here, but that will let us tap into the big versions of eggs and meat as we come across it, and that will be huge for the marshlands. And then here for roots, vegetable, grains, herbalist gives us mushrooms. And this one we're just going to let cook by itself. So let's do our crossroads. Oh yeah, we got the reinforced roads for even faster, but we're gonna we start things off nice and cheap. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Now we need a couple of planks in order to get our carpenter up. And a couple of things of that. Also, I decided to divert to go to roots and eggs instead. And for some reason, let's get the crude workstation down. Fabric. Yeah, unfortunately, regardless of our starting things, we don't have anything that can make fabric. We had the same issue before. Now as far as, I think what I'm going to do, we have, so see these, even though they're the dangerous versus not dangerous ones are marked, or not marked rather, we know these are small ones. Small ones do not spawn problematic things in them. So this one, however, is probably a more dangerous one. We do want to get our... Well, we'll see what our early things are before we decide that. We do need a woodcutter's camp. I'm going to start with a small one right here. I'm going to tell you to crack that open for us, please. The small ones don't have problematic events. Oh yeah, I know these guys like being by the fire and therefore become a little bit happier. Well, actually, if we're going to start leaning on the lizards for that, we might as well actually keep a lizard in there. Because it makes them happy. Alright, yeah, we'll keep the singular harpy in here. And then meat and meat. They'll eat their first thing of skewers once they go on their first break. It's too bad that beavers do not like pies. Alright, crude workstation. So yeah, we need a couple of planks. Remind myself of that. We need 5 planks, so we put a limit here of 5. We also need fabric. We do not want bricks yet. Well, we might. We just don't want pipes. We'll do a thing of fabric. Again, we're going to get some leather from the trees. We'll put, oh, we have 2 beavers. I didn't realize we had 2 beavers. So they go in there. All right, what's our first cornerstone? No. Leisure. Ooh, I don't actually think we like leisure, so this is kind of a crappy set of offerings. I might burn my first reroll here because getting... Yeah, I don't think... So the beavers like leisure. The lizards do not care about leisure, so the well-rested workers aren't going to really help us out. Packs of trade goods. Reroll me. Silent looting. Every time you open or send an abandoned cache, the Citadel hostility is lower. Oh. Yes. Lowering hostility is worthwhile. Let's throw down one of you in there. Let's get our trading post built. Because that will let me more confidently open up dangerous ones, since we can possibly trade for whatever nastiness awaits us. All right, first missions. Need for basic housing. Find wood. Jerky. Complete a Glade event. Yeah, We want the jerky. We want the extra people. That's so much better. Build a trading post. Pay them 5 amber. And we get biscuits. Somebody likes biscuits. Harpies and beavers like biscuits. They'll nibble at them. Parts and tools. Or we can do 3 crops of packs. Planting crops, no. Packs of crops, no. Or amber. Yeah, trading post. And this is luck based. We might or might not get ancient tablets. Those are generally from dangerous ones. But then 3 packs. Grain production. That's actually good because of the nature of the beast. Reinforced needles, but we don't really need fabric that much. Yeah, this synergizes a little bit more. I actually probably could have just kept that unfulfilled. Alright, at the very least that'll get the timer cooking. Oh, we start with amber. Well, there's our first tick. I probably should have waited for impatience to be up there, but I want access to our... Alright, problematic? Ranch? Meat, leather, eggs? I mean, does it just produce by itself? Or do I need fertile ground for it? Either way, it's going to serve our meat-based economy very well. All right, they're starting to nom the skewers. If I have the lizard houses, but it takes 2 bricks and 2 cloth to make a lizard house. So getting them into their housing is going to be a little bit tough. Yeah, avoid glades except for that. We'll let you crack open this one, and like I said, closer to it we'll... How many people do we have free? We have 3 people free. We could actually get another woodcutter's camp cooking here. And get more wood coming in. At the very least it'll shore up our fuel. If anything, we can... So this, what we're going to do, yeah. We'll get 3 people here. We could trade for lizard houses. That would get their happiness skyrocketing. And... Aha. Okay, so fertile ground is good. In the off chance that the ranch requires that, also even better, stone deposits. That lets us get into our bricks. So actually, yeah, we're gonna stonecutter's camp here. And actually, hang on, before we do that, what's this deal? Geological, after carefully studying the strange piece of machinery, you can use it at our advantage. Spawns 2 or 3 coal veins nearby. Or we can dismantle it and get copper and pipes. We want to fix it. We have enough tools to fix that. We can't really use the other goodies for the moment. But actually, that's a Glade event. So, you know what? We're going to fix it. And then that'll be useful to us later on, because maybe the coal, we get a mine. I'm going to build our ranch here just in the off chance that it wants the fertile ground to operate. If not, then it's there anyway. Because like the ranch, Yeah, see, it doesn't go off of existing supplies. It makes its own. We do definitely want to get this stone going, though. So what I'll probably do is throw down a stonecutter's camp right here. Once these two are done with this thing, they can start working on the stonecutter's camp. And then we can get stone. We still need to get some supply of cloth or raw materials that make cloth in order to make lizard houses. You know what? Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start favoring this race here. That gets them into the 15s. So we can start creeping up some free. We can start getting some free reputation out of them without completely driving away our others. We couldn't do this in our last village because we had that modifier that prevented it. Okay, you're done with your planks, which means we can also build. Well, no, we need 2 cloth for the carpenter. But we can do the ranch. All right, I'm going to put you right here, Mr. Ranch. And if you need the fields, then you're next to the fields. And if you don't need the fields, then we're fine. Actually, I really shouldn't be building the ranch yet. I really do need the carpenter. We're just going to take you out for now. All right, Glade events completed. This is going to bring 4 more people. I'm going to wait for this to roll over till after the storm. Well, actually, no. Because I don't think it's going to immediately bump us into higher hostility. So, yeah, you know what? We'll do it. All right, new building. Barrels, coats, tea. Ooh, this is one of the new ones I unlocked, the Druid's Hut. Oil, incense, and coats. Coats I don't really care so much about, but skewers. I do like me some oil. Incense is really good. Now, what do these need? Roots will give us a kickstart for that. Oil for meat, yes. And then coats, we could make like a modicum of coats later on. And actually the Druid huts want harpies, honestly. But yeah, that oil is going to be good for our fire, and then the incense is going to be good in general. We go Druid's hut. They are back under. You need a 15. Oh, we got 30 jerky, so that's going to... Yeah, they're going to get back over the threshold pretty quickly here. I'm still not going to crack open the ancient glade when it is storming, just because that could bring about some nasty things to us rather quickly. Yeah, we bring you in here. Oh yeah, we did get a few more residents. We still don't have a means of getting cloth. We get a farm, and the farm gives us something that can be made into cloth, like plant fibers or something. Preferably something efficient, like maybe wheat. Although I don't think wheat can be made into cloth, but we'll see. All right, we still have lots of idlers. Let's let you. I hate to do this because I don't want to waste our wood. What's the druid hut require to build? It needs cloth. Dang it. Everything wants cloth. Cloth, cloth, cloth. Except for the rain collector. Well, no, yeah, but we don't really need the rain collector. Mine might be a good thing, but it needs bricks. We can actually put you guys in here and start working on bricks. We'll put you guys in here and work on bricks. I just need them to push themselves over that threshold again to get happiness in there. Because otherwise we're kind of wasting the buff from the skewer here. We just need one more person to push us back into the. Well, that's gonna dampen moods a little bit. Ooh. So we stopped favoring them. It looks like there's a 60-second cooldown. But at the very least, our harpies won't abandon us. How is our trader? 3 minutes away. Yeah, you know what? We can. We will wait for the storm to finish because cracking open a glade will increase it by 15. Which actually won't it'll bring it to 85. So you know what, we can crack it open now. We don't have that gloom modifier that penalizes us if we open up a glade in the middle of a storm. Looming darkness. Okay, what do we have here? Escaped convicts. So if we persuade. Okay, so we need to wait for the storm to finish before we start working on this, but then we can do a persuade. We get new villagers, we get new goodies. This is actually not too bad. And we get a scribe. So, yeah. Well, the harpies and beavers like that. We could also use that for... Can also get a bundle of plant fiber. Yeah, we don't have the fabric. We might actually just want to salvage that. As crazy as it is, or just leave it for now. What do we have here? Steel pickaxes. That's good. Lots of leather. That's really good. Barrels of wine we can sell. Pottery we can sell. Actually, we can turn the wine into luxury cases. No ancient tablets, unfortunately. That's what I was kind of jockeying for. Lots of stone, though. Lots more. So we can, if we see a farm, assuming the ranch doesn't do it. Let's just wait for this to finish itself up. All right, let's see. Yeah, we're almost done with the storm. All right, let's see what we have here. Trade hub. In 1 reputation point, every time you sell goods worth 60 amber, while slowing the reputation gained by resolve by 75. Interesting. Lost supplies we found in some glades. Gain 40 meat and 40 grain for each dangerous or forbidden completed event. Which actually we want to do anyway. I think we took lost supplies. I know we had that last time, but they're events and they're something we want to do anyway. Newcomers, we want to focus on, yeah, this is more, still nothing for cloth, unfortunately. All right, we're gonna get you two here. Persuade, investigate. That lowered the lizard's resolve? Man, what is... There we go. Luckily, they lower their resolve pretty quickly. I'm at this point going to need to just start building regular houses. It's going to be a while before we get shelters or racial specific shelters. So we just need, we have 18. 3 times 6 is 18. So let's just do what we can and get people housed. Luckily, the lizard's resolve shifts very slowly, so we might be able to wait this out. And also, it might shoot back up once we get people in houses. Assuming the lizards jump into their houses. I'm gonna just temporarily unassign. There we go. We had to just jump that out from under. That prevents people from abandoning. All right, what do we have here? We need this. Yeah, you should be good. Actually, we need you to not... We need you to not use that. We need you to... We can make bricks later. We want the stone to build up so that we can break open. Aha! Old Farrell has arrived. Let's see what we get. Cloth, thank God. Oh man. All right, we know what we need to buy, and that's cloth. What do we sell in return, though? We don't have a lot. Well, we have money. We have amber. Do we want to spend any amber on these perks? Not the scouts perk, not that. Nah, none of those perks are worth it. We just need cloth. Just lots of cloth. All right, that's really, really good. We'll throw in, just because it speeds everything else up, some planks. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll throw you in. Throw you in, and then we'll throw in a tool, a singular tool. Actually, 2 tools, because we can't make use of those. That's quite a nice haul right there. Okay. That gave us what we needed. So let's go carpenter so that we can make more. All right. Also, because we have all of that, let's get our ranch going. Again, just to see if we actually need the fertile ground or not. Yeah, because bricks. If we get a way to get bricks going, more things here. What do we got here? Building material pack that back, or need for jerky fulfilled. Egg containers is going to be a big one. Yeah, need for jerky is going to be on our list. Actually, done. Wait, why is your need for... Why are you suddenly... Complete 1 empathy by making... Oh, that's what we're literally doing right now. And that gives us ancient tablets. This is an empathy decision. This little heart here. I don't get why it... Do we have any extra food that you really, really wanted? Not really. Yeah, I don't get why... Yeah, well, you keep wine as the pack of luxury goods. So how much longer is this going? 34 seconds? We're going to favor the lizards just to keep them around and bank off of this. Just until this goes away. Again, they won't leave until that circle goes away. There we go. And now everyone's back to happy. Or happy enough anyway. Okay, now we got empathy decision. And then that gave us 3 ancient tablets. Oh, is our trader still here? She left. Dang. There. Now we're back to having 3 blueprints to pick from. Wonderful. All right. Well, in our next episode, we're going to dive in, see what those blueprints are, see what we can do with those, and see if we can make our economy a little bit more complex here. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome during drizzle season. Until next time, this has been Pinstar. I didn't even realize this one. Signing out. See ya!